welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My sister gave me a haircut, which I put layers in, well she put layers in, which is the first time in a hot minute that I've had layers and I really like it. Feels very healthy. So last night at about 10 p.m. I had the bright idea that I really wanted to do a 24-hour reading vlog at 10 p.m. and as someone who's not very nocturnal, this was a bit daft. So last night I started the timer on a 24-hour reading vlog. I'm currently at 20 and a half hours left is how much time I've got left, and I did start The Lady of the Embers book. I absolutely I love the characters in this series, especially the secondary characters. Like the main characters, they're the good guys, but they're so blimmin' flawed and it's great. Like, it's understandable. They're written so well, but they just... So I am currently 41% of the way in. I was intending to do like a full 24-hour reading vlog, but I need sleep. If I don't sleep well, I cry. I need my sleep. I need my sleep. So I'm just going to continue this timer as often as I can and just see how long it takes me to get through the 24-hour timer, as well as see what I can finish in 24 hours. I do have a lot to do today, so I'm not sure how much I'll get done today at least, but it's also the 28th of January and I do want to kind of give a big final push in this week so I have some more books to add to my wrap up for the month. The intention is to finish this, which is book 4, and then book 5, and then see where we end up. But anyways, welcome to my chaotic 24-hour reading vlog. Let's get into it. Oh, this one is fabulous. This is book 4 and I think book 2 and 3 were like 4 stars. This is going to be 5 stars. The first book was 5 stars and this is going to be 5 stars. This is flawless. I am 51% of the way in right now. Okay, I've moved to the armchair because if I lie on the sofa I fear I will fall asleep. But I am... Okay, I've just got just under 19 hours left on my timer. It says I've got 3 hours and 35 minutes left in the book, which changes on my reading speed. There's so much at play in this book right now, and we have got more POVs than we had in the last few books. And a few of them are on like a similar story arc right now, but there are other ones that are just in there and I just want to hear more about that side of things. There's just a lot at play. There's just a lot going on and I'm loving it. I cannot stop. But yeah, I did move so that I don't fall asleep. I have just over just under 100 pages left to go, and here's where we're at on the timer. It is hitting the fan right now. I'm stressed. I'm loving it. It's so good. I think we can finish this now. Okay, I have finished the first book. So that one was 648 pages and I finished that in 8 hours, 26 minutes and 41 seconds. Book 1 done. I would give that one 4.25 stars was my rating as I've come off that. Really enjoyed it. Love the side characters. Tarwyn is my favourite character. I love her. And all of the characters are just so flawed and messy and traumatised and just... love it. I do wish sometimes the pacing and like coming together of some things where it's a little bit quicker. I thought some aspects of... I know that all of the aspects are very important, but I just wanted to move a little bit quicker with some sides of the stories, I think, but I enjoyed that a lot. I still have just over 15 and a half hours left on the timer, so I'm going to shower, get myself ready and decompress for the evening, and then probably try and pump out a few more hours this evening. I would like to hit the halfway mark. Not really sure what I want to read right now. Maybe a palette cleanser. I would also be pretty happy to finish this series by the end of the month, but I'm a mood reader, so I'll never be able to plan things properly or set a goal with intention because I will just almost always read whatever I want. So maybe there's something on my TBR as well. Anyways, I've been waffling. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. There are 2 novellas in the Lady of Darkness series. One is called The Reaper, and that one is recommended you shouldn't read until after you've read Lady of Ember, which I just finished. So I think I'm going to read that one because I know it's going to be dark. I think it's 100 pages. And then the other one is called Unrelenting Winds. I think it's a little bit longer, like 150 pages, but it's also probably a little bit more of a love story, which will be nice. So I think I'm going to read those 2 tonight, probably try and knock off a few more hours on the timer. And then the goal is to read The Last Lady of Darkness. I really want to read A Tempest of Wrath and Vengeance, which is the 3rd Legacy book. But I stopped the Legacy series because I wanted to finish and read this series, The Lady of Darkness. Apparently you don't need to read them. I just think there's just so much lore in these worlds that it's making it a little bit easier, and I already feel like my perception of the Legacy series has shifted a little bit. I don't know. I really like the Legacy series. But right now I think I'm going to do The Reaper. So this one is 96 pages, and it is about a character who's introduced in the 2nd book of Lady of Darkness. And this is going to be dark. I can tell you now this is going to be heavy. So let's jump into that one. I've got my candle lit, got my chocolate. Let's go. Know all of this is coming, but it's so brutal. It's so brutal. Oh. Gonna be bad, but oh, that was horrible. That was horrible. I'm not okay. I'm glad I read that one first between the 2 because I need something happier after that. That was brutal. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you're gonna read Melissa K. Roehrich, read the content warnings. She's actually really good. She always puts it on the blurb of her books as well, just to make, like, yeah, just That one hurt. That hurt. Okay, that one took me 1 hour exactly and 28 seconds to read that. I now have 14.5 hours still left on the timer, which is quite a bit. I was hoping that I would be a little bit further along by now. So I'm gonna read the other novella as well. The other one's gonna be nicer. It's like a love story. It'll be nicer. I need it. The hood is protecting me right now. That was so cute. Here's where we're at on the timer. I would not be good at like any kind of like this. If this were a read-a-thon, I don't think I'd be good at any kind of a-thon. Like, I'm just a sleepy girl. I'm so sleepy. 157 pages, and that took an hour, 35 minutes, and 31 seconds. That was 5 stars. That was the cutest thing I've ever read. That was just so wholesome. It was a little novella about Briar and Ashtine, who are characters I think introduced in the second book. I look so tired. And I have always loved both of them, but that was just such a special, sweet story that has added so much. And I feel like with the stakes at the end of the 4th book, there could be some pain incoming. Oh dear, I'm worried, but no, that was such a lovely story. Those are probably 2 of my favorite characters. Ashtine is so like, I love her. I feel like I am her. Not quite, but she's just, oh, I love her so much. And Briar's they're just such like, it's just such a gentle reprieve from a lot of the kind of more like badass characters, because they are, but in a very different way, where they are like more outwardly gentle. And I don't think I can speak right now. I'm trying to talk about this book as if I have any brain left to use, but that one was a 5-star for me. That was perfect. And I'm glad that I read them in the order that I did. I'm glad I read that one after the other one, because that was a good switch up. Okay, good night. I'll see you in the morning. Was staying up late to read worth it? Yes. Do I regret it? Also, yes. Next day, I actually have quite a few things this evening, so I don't know that I'll actually get that much time knocked off. I think I'm gonna aim to get maybe 5 hours out. Oh my gosh, we're still at the 13-hour mark. Yeah, 5 hours maybe? I was considering doing Intermezzo by Sally Rooney, but I know that I want to languish in that book. I slept on it. I think I should just finish the Lady of Darkness series, which will be Lady of Starfire is the last one. So I think I'll just do that, but it is 750 pages, so it's kind of a long one. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how much time this takes me. I anticipate it would be a good chunk of the timer, which could be good. And also it'd be nice, like I'll have finished this whole series this month, which will be cool. I think I talked about this on my book goals, but I don't usually binge series. So this has been kind of fun. Let's jump into it and hopefully knock out a few hours now. Ooh, new map. Ooh. What's going on? Everything is coming together so well. So well. This is going to be an epic finale. I'm excited. Okay, I'm back in the chair because I'm getting EP. Got myself a Diet Coke. We just crossed the 11-hour mark. We have 10 hours, 59 minutes left to go. And I've just hit page 145, which is about 20% of the way through. About to start chapter 12. We do have more POVs in this book, which is fabulous, just what I wanted. It's all coming together really well. This is actually a series I'm very glad that I've binged. I don't usually binge series, but I'm glad I did because the lore is so intricate and deep that it's one that I think I need, like I would have needed a very recent refresher to kind of keep up with. So I'm glad that I've done this all quite quickly. And I'm also really glad that I read the novellas. I'm not usually a novella person, but yeah, this is all coming together really well. Loving it. I think it's gonna hurt. And that's my little update, so I'll keep you in the loop. Okay, it's date night, so I'm about to head out, but we're at 9 hours 45 minutes on the clock. Pretty happy with that. And I'm about 32% of the way through the book, which is 5 pages. 232 pages in. Again, pretty happy with that. I'm just gonna head out and meet with Keenan, and then later could probably get another hour or so before bed, which would be nice. And yeah. Ooh. Hello. Oh, Alfie's coming. It's chilly. It's very chilly. It is the next day. Whew. It is after 4 o'clock. It's been a busy day, so I have not done much reading. Let's check the stats, shall we? Ooh, just under 9 hours now. Just under the 9 hour mark. 8 hours, 55 minutes, 21 seconds. And for the book, I'm on page 284, which is approximately 39% of the way through. I don't have any plans this evening. I don't think I'll be able to read for 9 hours straight. What would that take me to, actually? That would still be 1 a.m. if I started now and didn't take a single break. So I don't think that'll happen, but let's do the best we can, I guess. Maybe we can finish this book. That's still a good 500 pages, but maybe we can finish this book. It's going well. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's all gonna hit the fan. the world building and the lore in these stories is so incredible. The characters kind of are annoying me, which is fine. But yeah, just so many, all the details, the strategy. It's not looking good as to where it's gonna end up. There's a lot of play between like the fate and the fates, as well as our characters. So right now it's not looking good, but we'll see. Who knows, maybe they'll whip something up. I have no idea what it could be, but there's hope. There's hope yet. Let's get into it. We are now in the cozies. I'm ready. I should probably sit in the chair though, so that I don't fall asleep. Oh, I look very tired. It is the next day. I'm a bit dozy, but I did just finish the last Lady of Darkness book, Lady of Starfire. I did just finish. It was 744 pages, and the timer is left at, oh, it's filthy, 3 hours, 7 minutes, 31 seconds. So that means that took me 9 hours, 49 minutes and 49 seconds. So we do have a little bit of time left on the timer. That was a very satisfying conclusion to the series. I did enjoy that. I think I gave that one, I'd probably give that one like a 4.25. Again, I'll probably have a more in-depth wrap up of all the books I read and like the series in general in my January reading vlog, which should be out by now. But I'm probably not going to end up picking another book today because I've got lots to do and it's going to be quite a busy weekend, I think. And it's also a cold snap, so there's that. I'm not sure what I'll end up reading, but yeah, we have just over 3 hours, so I don't even know if I'll finish a book in that time, but we'll see, and I will obviously keep you updated as we go. Oh, I've just had such a lovely, fun, long day. and I am ready to be horizontal. So but we have 3 hours left. I don't know that I'll actually finish this book in that time. We're gonna do palette cleanser. We just did a boatload of romantasy, so we are going to do, okay, later in February for Valentine's Day I'm gonna be posting like a romance recommendations video. So the one that I've got that I love this author, they're all on Kindle Unlimited, is horrendous cover, I will say, but that's not the point. Laura Pavlov. We're gonna do Loving Romeo. Yeah, not my favorite cover, and I think it's about 350 something pages, 357 pages. So I don't think I'll finish that in 3 hours, but we'll see how far we can get and then do the wrap up stats at the end. I searched small town romance ambience, so we're sitting in a ranch house looking out the window right now. But I am 35% of the way through Loving Romeo by Laura Pavlov. So this is, Romeo was introduced in another one of her series. Oh, I can't remember which one. I think this series was published in 2024, so I'm assuming it was the 2023 series. The concept is, it's like a small town romance. It says enemies to lovers, but I don't really think it's like a true enemies to lovers, which it never really is in a contemporary romance anyways. Well, maybe in the darker romances, but not really in the small town ones. But it's a small town like sports romance, enemies to lovers type thing. So we've got Romeo, who is like the town bad boy. He's obviously had some stuff go on in his past, which we're figuring out as we read, and part of that past is something has happened with our female main character's family. Her name is Demi Crawford. So something happened in the past with Romeo and her family, so he does not like her or her family starting off this series. Demi has just graduated from uni, has opened up her own coffee shop. She comes from money, and she's also going through issues with her family and the dynamics there, and she's got a lot going on as well. They work next door to each other. She owns a coffee shop, he owns a boxing gym. He's a boxer, that's the sports romance part. He has been lured into he retired a few years ago, and he's been lured into going back into the ring to do a big fight and win some money. They end up working together because something happens where they are forced to work together, and then they offer to work together on other things that are going on in their life and get to know each other, and the sparks fly. I am really enjoying it so far. I do love a Laura Pavlov romance. I think I said it, I'm gonna make a video for Valentine's Day with like romance recommendations, and they're just so like easy, fun, sweet, a little bit spicy. I'm 35% of the way in right now, and it's just fun. I just really enjoy it, so I'm gonna keep reading. I have 1 hour 45 minutes left on the timer, so let's see how long this takes. Just a quick thought, you know how in the Lady of Darkness series I was saying how well written the trauma of the characters was and how it like really brought so much to the story? This is like that in the complete opposite direction. Like they've gone through a lot, but I feel like they've done a big portion of their healing prior to the story, so it's like we're getting like a nice emotionally intelligent man. So far we're only 40 something percent through. We're 43% in, so that could change, but so far it's really lovely. He's an emotionally intelligent mister. I love that. I love that. We're just about at the hour mark. I'm not going to say that these are like masterpieces. However, they are so sweet and so simple, and they are the perfect palette cleansers. You know? This was like just what I needed. Another little check-in. I do feel like I can talk about this book more because it's like they're all, even in the series, they're all standalones. Whereas the last few books I was reading were the latter of a series, so I didn't feel like I could necessarily speak about a lot of what was going on in case it was spoilers. The thing I do like about Laura Pavlov's books is they're very like high stakes, and that can be a little bit cheesy sometimes, but that's okay. But it's like, it's such a like simple, sweet story with really high stakes, if that makes sense. I just think it's fun and well done, and I am enjoying it. I have 40 minutes left on my timer. I'm on page 230, 64% of the way in. I should probably get some sleep, but we'll see. The 24 hours is done. I'm 83% of the way through this book, so I'm probably still going to finish, and then I can let you guys know my thoughts, and then we can go through all the stats and everything as well. But yeah, 24 hours, done. Whoop, whoop. So that's what, 4.5 books? 4 books and 83% of another book. We'll do all the stats and the wrap up once I finish this book. Okay, I did finish Loving Romeo. I also just finished filming my January wrap-up video, so that's what all that is. But we finished Loving Romeo. I would give that one a solid like 3.5, 4 stars. That was just so fun, easy. There's something about Laura Pavlov where she brings in quite dark elements and like big bad scary bad people while maintaining a levity and sweetness to her stories, and I just always thoroughly enjoy it. That was the perfect palette cleanser. It was just what I needed. Perfect way to start off February. So let's look at the stats. So we did do 4 full books and then half of that last book in the 24 hours. So that was 1,943 pages in 24 hours. So approximately I'm reading at about 80 pages an hour. Fun statistic to know, I guess. And yes, so that was my 24-hour reading vlog. I am pooped and quite excited. That did not go as quickly as I'd hoped. That's fine, there was lots going on. But I'm quite excited to just read without a timer for a little while, because I did find myself, even, especially on that last book where I knew I was kind of crunching down to the last little bits, I wouldn't pick up my book because I knew I would finish it without filming, and I didn't want to film. So I'm quite excited to just read without a timer for a little while. I'll probably do another one of these challenges because that was fun, and I'd like to see if I can maybe get through it a little bit quicker rather than it taking 4 or 5 days next time. But yes, thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far in and you want to let me know, please leave a... what emoji should we do? Please leave a star emoji, just in honour of Lady of Starfire. If you could give this video a like or subscribe if you are so inclined, it does help me as I grow my channel. This has been so much fun. Thank you for watching. The comments are always my favourite. Let me know if you have like an idea for any videos or things that you want me to read in a video. Would love to hear it. But yes, thank you again, and I will see you in the next one.